Solar storm could strike Earth today as magnetosphere opens up, and scientists are baffled at this. Scientists warned that the Earth could be rocked by a solar storm today after the crack opening in the Earth's atmosphere, the magnetosphere. Over the weekend, the Earth was hit by a geomagnetic storm that shocked scientists, as unlike other solar storms, this one did not appear to originate from a solar flare. Usually these storms occur due to major explosions that on the surface of the sun, that take place on the surface of the sun, which are referred to as solar flares. But these flares themselves are caused by the tangling, crossing, or reorganization of magnetic field lines of the star. And this is within minutes after exploding, the solar flares charged particles in the sun heat up to millions of degrees, producing a burst of radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum from radio waves to X-rays and gamma rays. The most recent solar storm came during a rare alignment of 5 planets, which gave photographers an excellent opportunity to picture them against the bright auroras that are frequent during these space weather events. And since the storm took place over the weekend, astronomers now believe this event occurred due to a co-rotating interaction region, CIR for short, which is a phenomenon much rarer than a solar flare. CIRs are created when 2 solar winds at traveling different speeds meet, as the faster winds then begin to overtake the slower ones. Now the CIR, this one, caught scientists off guard as it came about without the usual signs of geomagnetic storm, which tend to be heralded by the coronal mass ejection, the CME. One of the most powerful forms of a solar storm, a CME, occurs when the sun ejects a cloud of charged particles and electromagnetic fluctuations from its atmosphere. When CME is aimed at Earth, one distinct effect observed is that the solar storm boosts the aurora borealis and australis, that is the northern and southern lights, the natural lights generated when particles from the solar wind excite atoms in the Earth's upper atmosphere, making them glow. And according to the experts at Space Weather, when the CIR hit the Earth, the solar storm managed to open a crack in our planet magnetosphere, they said. Now, this solar storm hit Earth only a week after NASA issued a warning, as a sunspot nearly 3 times the size of Earth continues to face our planet. The sunspots are regions of the sun's surface that appear to be darker than their surrounding surfaces and can span hundreds of millions of miles. These regions are formed due to magnetic disruptions in the photosphere, that's the lowest layer of the sun's atmosphere, and with these disturbances exposing the cooler layers of the sun, the star underneath. Solar activity tends to follow an 11-year-long cycle, with solar activity in each building up to a peak during which the star magnetic poles flip, which then followed by a ramping down period before the next cycle begins. Solar storms frequently generate stunning aurora lights, as we said, showing higher latitudes by affecting the Earth's magnetic field. The auroras, the northern and southern lights, sometimes known as the polar lights, are natural light shows caused by the solar wind disrupting the Earth's magnetosphere. The charged particles, mainly electrons and protons, precipitate into and excite the Earth's upper atmosphere, causing it to glow. The wavy pattern that results often resembles curtains of lights that follow the lines of force lights of the lines of the geomagnetic field, and usually shine in colors of green and pink. And this is from Express UK and Anthony Ashkenazi. And now the space weather, the latest of what you're watching. This is the movie of the sun's northern hemisphere. Yesterday, June 28th, a dark filament of magnetism erupted in the sun's northern hemisphere, and the debris failed to leave the sun's atmosphere. No coronal mass ejection, CME, was observed after the explosion. I'll leave links below for you for this. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.